Sit. Apologies, guys. Some of my neighbors are being very loud and rowdy at this early in the morning. Okay. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Walk with Regis. Nasty. Beer is nasty. Today is June 26th. Good boy. Today, the weather in the highs will be 80s, low 80s, and the lows will be in the low 60s. Summer is slowly escaping us. Enjoy it while it's here. It will be an 80% chance of rain, which means I need to get my bike inside. Alright, I got a few news stories for you today. Where are you going? Why are you going way over there? Okay, so, first news story of the day. A pet raccoon was killed after the couple who owned it decided to take it to the pet store to shop for supplies. I wish I knew which pet store because I would not give it my business, because apparently the pet store employee who spotted it turned them in to the local authorities. The local authorities tracked the couple down, convinced them to turn over the raccoon, and then apparently killed it to test it for rabies, which came back as negative. I don't blame the couple. They probably rescued it and raised it. I blame the pet store employee for turning them in. That poor innocent raccoon's blood is on that employee's hands. Now, the news article just said a pet store, but it mentioned things like rewards cards. I'm thinking PetSmart. I wish I knew which location, because I'd go and confront that person real quick. We've got a lot graduating this year. I see a bunch of decorations for graduating, and I'm assuming that's what the whole ruckus is about this morning at my neighbor's house. I hope that they'll be equally as understanding as us for all this unnecessarily loud music when we have our birthday party on July 18th. But more than likely, they won't. Because it's not the music they want to listen to. I mean, this is not the music I want to listen to either. But, I'm not saying anything to them. I'm letting them have their celebrations. I'm keeping it in my business. I want to see how many tell me I need to turn my music down. Hopefully none. Because so far it seems like our neighborhood's pretty decent. Okay, so anyway, second news story. Wow. I went from murdered raccoon to loud music, and none of them are related. Alright, second news story. A New York teen who's only 15-year-old faces felony charges after impersonating a school principal and threatening other high school students if they didn't provide explicit pictures of themselves. And I mean, wow. This 15-year-old has in the news article, it said this 15-year-old had multiple social media accounts impersonating said principal. Good boy, Regis. And that he was threatening students unless they sent explicit photos of themselves. But he was caught. I mean, what's this world coming to? Alright, well, next news story. A Rochester organization has helped bring food to Buffalo's east side, specifically the area where the top shooting happened. Now, the article didn't name the name of the Rochester organization, so I don't have any more information to display to you. It just says Rochester organization delivers food to Buffalo's east side neighborhood, and then it mentioned the Tops shooting and helping neighbors, and really it was just a very general article. Oh wow, I found a beautiful, perfect, tiny little feather. Look at this. Oh, it flew away. Let's follow its journey. Look at that beautiful, perfect, tiny little feather. Let's take this one home. There we go. I got it. Come on, Regis. And last news story of the day. A stray cat sneaks into the Leningrad Zoo, which, for those of you who don't know, is in St. Petersburg. Anyway, stray cat sneaks into the Leningrad Zoo to snuggle with big cats. The video I saw was of the stray cat in question. Cuddling a lynx. You know what? Do I have pockets? I don't have. Why are you just standing there? Come on. Good boy. Now we're done with our news stories for the day, but we're only halfway done with the Joe route. Come on. And that's it, guys. So anyway, at work, I've been having to go on register more and more, which is like one of my biggest nightmares, because it feels like so far every time I've gone on register, every time I've had that one asshole customer who just wants to get confrontational over a stupid mistake. So then me and my manager Izzy were talking about it, and he was making it seem like that. Okay, first I'm going to talk about what happened. So I had to get on register, but I wanted to do credit only because I was trying to leave and I didn't want to spend a lot of time wasting there, counting a lot of money out and sorting it and organizing it and making sure it was all not counterfeit. And I just wanted to get out of there. I was supposed to have left. I mean, after I clocked out, when I saw, come on, what are you just standing there for? I don't got my thing clicked, or I just tug him along the way, but I'm holding the feathers, you see. So I can't click my thing. See? Oh wait, maybe I did click it. So anyway, I took one guy came up to me with a bunch of rice on his cart, and he was talking on the phone in, I don't know, whatever language he speaks. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not trying to be rude or make fun. I'm just seriously, I don't know what language it was. He was speaking some Arabic language. So as I was scanning his cart, I was marking the boxes as I was scanning him. And I went from one side to the other. I counted it and I thought I counted 19. After he got off the phone, he only told me something like, did you get 6 big, 8 small, or something like that? And I'm pretty sure, I don't know, he gave me some numbers that I thought added up to 19. In my brain, it added up to 19. I was like, yes. So, he cashed out, moved off to the side, looked at his receipt, came back, decided he wanted to be all kinds of confrontational. He waited till I was finished cashing out the next person. I don't know why you're just standing there. So then he waited until I was finished cashing out that one person. The next person came up within like 6 inches of me. Was getting very rude and confrontational. I just stood there and stared at him. I listened to him. And then I know I said the words, okay, well, I must have made a mistake. I said, you're going to have to take the receipt and the mistake to the front desk because, yes, I was like, just like Walmart, we don't deal with returns at the register. Because you know how Walmart works. Returns aren't dealt with at the register. Even though it's not technically a return, it's going to be called a return because we're returning his money to him. So then he was very unhappy and unsatisfied with that answer. I guess he wanted it taken care of at the register. So my front end manager, who's right there, like a foot away, and by the way is busy talking with somebody, not paying attention to what's going on at all. So as this guy is increasingly getting more and more upset over one little box of rice, and insisting that, I told you, and I was like, no, sir, you were on the phone. I tried to have a conversation with you, but you were busy on the phone. And it was all like, but I told you. So anyway, I guess he wanted the problem taken care of at the register. So I said, Rashad, and I called him twice to get his attention. He came over, and then I stood there waiting, listening to the customer explain what was going on to Rashad. Rashad had this look on his face like, I don't know what the hell's going on here, which tells me just how much attention he was paying. And then the customer started to explain. I guess he told me. And I was about to offer my side of the opinion when Rashad looked at me and said, oh, you're good to go. You can go. So I turned and I left, figuring he had the situation under control. I mean, my front-end supervisor just told me I was okay to leave the register, so I could get ready to go home, right? Okay. Well, I guess Izzy had a whole problem with that. We were talking on Messenger. He was talking about how that was a fireable offense or something like that, how I used to be so good and what happened, and I'm telling him, no, that's not how it happened. And he's saying he watched the tape. Well, maybe you didn't hear what happened. I don't understand. I tried to defend myself, and he was saying, no, I just can't with you. And then he said something like, I can't talk to you. And you know what? Fine. You don't want to hear what happened. You weren't there. You saw some stupid footage from like 20 feet up or something like that. And you know, you just decided that I was in the wrong. So I guess, I don't know. I'm gonna start keeping to myself at work. I'm not gonna be quite as talkative as I used to be, especially not to customers. Not all of them though, because I know the good ones, but the Arabs and all the ones that seem to give all the issues, all the Muslims, sometimes the Jews. Oh man, if you get like 5 cents off of a price because the price changed and then the tag didn't change, oh man, they demand that 5 cents. And I remember the one time when it was that big of a difference. It was only like a 5 cent difference per pound or something like that. My manager gave the guy the buck and said, here, just have the $1. It's like, it's not really that big of a deal. So yeah, I'm not gonna be quite as friendly to the Arabs and Muslims. I'm sorry guys, but so far every time I've come across one of you, you've always had problems with me. You've always had issues with me. You've always treated me confrontationally and kind of hostilely. I guess because you're used to the women in your life being submissive and bowing to you, but I'm not going to. I wasn't raised like that. I was raised to treat everyone with equality and respect, and if you treat me like I'm beneath you, then I'm just going to ignore you. I won't deal with you, that's all. And I wonder what work's going to be like on Monday. They hired a replacement for me in small wares. Now I'm fully under order puller on the schedule. So I guess that's all I do now. And if I get too many orders, oh well. I'll just spend the whole day doing orders and not taking breaks or lunches, and then now I'm not going to ask Izzy for help, not after how he talked to me. I haven't told my friends either. And if they watch this video, I don't want you guys to do or say anything. I feel like just ignoring him is going to be the best issue right now. So yeah, a whole bunch of drama at work over something stupid. Something in my eyes, I didn't do nothing wrong. I didn't curse at him. I didn't get angry. I didn't yell at anybody. I continued to call him sir, and I offered explanation he didn't like, which was the only explanation I could give. I only left the situation after being dismissed by my front-end supervisor, Rashad. I would have stayed after I left. Yes, I did leave a little angry, but because by then, the guy had me angry. I mean, sir, it's simple to return your money for one box of rice that I must have missed. That in my head, the math didn't add up or something, because I was tired, and it was the end of the day, and I was trying to go home, and I was getting stressed, because the more I was trying to go home, the more customers I got. Oh wow, look at this, guys. Look at all them ants. I hope they're okay. Anyway, that day I ended up clocking out. It said 10 and a half hours work or something like that, and showed like 0.34 or something like that for overtime. And I kind of celebrated, I'm not going to lie. Despite how stressful that Thursday was, I celebrated because that meant that the entire day for Saturday was overtime. And my entire day for Saturday was like 7.5 hours. And I think that 7.5 combined with the half hour on Thursday gives me 8 hours of overtime this week. Now, I was trying for 4 10-hour days and one 8-hour Saturday, one 8-hour fifth day. Didn't quite work out that way. Boy, Regis, you are really... I guess you're not hungry. I like to tease him with food. He's definitely stopping way more than usual. Hey, wonder what that is. Do you guys see it? See the little tiny bug crawling on my arm? Look at the little tiny bug. Regis, would you stop moving? I'm trying to show them the tiny bug. Stop moving. Oh, it flew away. Come on. You're going the wrong way anyway. That's backwards. That's continuing the walk. We don't want to continue the walk. We're trying to end it now. We're close to home. No stopping now. I guess Monday will be fun one way or another. Whether or not I stress out the whole day and stay away from Izzy, or whether or not we talk and make up, I don't know. But I went ahead and I unfriended him and blocked him for now. Because, I mean, he literally said, I can't talk to you. So, okay. You can't talk to me, that's fine. I went to Smallwares and I moved all my stuff out of the area and I put it somewhere else. I mean, they hired a replacement after all. That he doesn't need me anymore. Why would I have my stuff in an area that I'm not welcome? I'll probably just, when I'm not doing online orders, hang around up front and be on register, I guess, because apparently that's what everybody wants me to do, and even though I don't want to do it, I'm going to be miserable, and I'm going to be treated like shit by customers, and that will be my life. And that's it for this video, guys. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you don't, you can hit that dislike button. It don't bother me any. Share if you want to, subscribe if you want to. And we will see you guys Friday. Bye.